It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got the two franchises with more Super Bowls than anyone else. It's the Patriots and the Steelers on Thursday night.
Oh, the cold weather certainly helping set the stage for what should be a physical primetime contest at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. It's tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
It's a very focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
3 quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Steelers offense set for their first possession here, and it's Kenny Pickett who will lead the way, the second-year man, Charles, from Pitt.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that 1 interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver?
They'll start the drive with Harris, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll run again with Harris. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Jones. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Patriots take over. So here come the Patriots, led by Bailey Zappi at quarterback in his 2nd season now out of Western Kentucky.
For the month of October, Zappi was the king of New England. The 4th-round rookie filled in for an injured Mac Jones and won both of his starts, leading many to believe he was the best option going forward. Now that he's getting a chance here, he has to take advantage.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll get this to the 32.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Zappi on 3rd down. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Zappi looks to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Bryant has it.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Here's Zappi. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football. As they come up now, 2nd and goal. Again, it's Elliott. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Ezekiel Elliott. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So both sides of the football contributing here early. Their defense forces the punt, and then the offense takes it down the field and punches it in on the short touchdown run.
And, Brandon, that's good complementary football, and that's what they're going to need if they want to get out of here victorious.
Nick Folk for the point after. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. That time a 9-play drive. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Pickett will look to throw it here. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's the 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Pickett right back to the air again. Open man, that's the tight end fire move. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. Down inside the 10. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Harris will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. They'll try and run with Harris, and he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. And they'll accept that penalty. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now Zappi got his man complete over the middle. It's Bryant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw, Zappi. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. The Folks kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. Good games all over the screen there, one being at MetLife Stadium. A big one for the Jets as they'll square off against the visiting Houston Texans. In the late afternoon games, it'll be loud in Kansas City, that's for sure, as it'll be the Chiefs taking on the Buffalo Bills. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Zappi off play action. Got a man here, it's Bryant. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Up the middle, here's Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Zappi going to bootleg out. He'll let this go deep for Bourne. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keanu Neal. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And their defense did its job, forcing the takeaway there to start the half, and now can the offense follow suit?
And you'd better believe that one side of the ball feeds off the work of the other, so they'll want to come out, establish some rhythm, and go down and take the lead.
A good action to this point in the third quarter, just a 3-point game, 2nd and 10.
Harris running straight ahead.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
That's caught. Allen Robinson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll try the right side with Harris.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He's got this to Pickens. Touchdown! George Pickens,
27 yards.
And the Steelers have taken the lead here in this third quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And the lead is now 14-10. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Marcus Jones.
He's inside the 20. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game. But so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good. But there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Trying with Pickett here on third down.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
On the return is Jones.
A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards.
And they will take over first and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Zappy now on first and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They saw the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here.
Folks, kick is good.
And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking to throw here. Pickett. Finding Washington.
I like what they did there. Still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
Pickett's thrown into the hands of Pickens. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save the timeout. Pickett to throw. A short one there to Freiermuth.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And his throw is incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've
the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again.
The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Now Pickett.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Pickett back to throw.
And this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.